You hating cause I took no risks. My bitch, you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When the not savers, Be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, on the wrist, on the wrist. Watch out for that. I never switch, I never switch, I never switch, I never switch. Ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist,
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in downtown New Orleans at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the Indianapolis Colts. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
Ready. 95, 56, 95, 56. Hey, here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Hey, easy. He's coming. He's coming. He's coming. We got double up.
This is Alvin Kamara, who made the Pro Bowl in each of his first 2 NFL seasons. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Brings up third down and 7.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Check pass, check pass.
Now Breeze. And that is incomplete. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
Taken in at the 22. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch the run. They're running it.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
This is Marlon Mack, 3rd-year running back. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Now Brissett. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Demario Davis, got a hand in to break that one up.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him. And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Watch the pass. Switch.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
That's it, baby.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Easy, opposite. 54 is Mike. 54 is Nate. Stu. 54. Watch 54. Hey, that's right.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
There are a lot of tough routes to try and cover. When you see a runner come out of the backfield and run this angle route, looks like they're going to the flat, and then they put their foot in the ground and cut back sharply inside, not easily covered, and then when they catch it, good momentum built up by them as well.
And able to pick up the first. So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Let him know.
On 2nd and 12, Breeze. Now Breeze lost the football, and the Colts pick it up, and they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Now Adam Vinatieri for the point after. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They run with a former Viking and Raider. It's Latavius Murray. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Breeze. Now Breeze lost the football. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Breeze. He gets this into the hands of Kirkwood. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another first down at the Colts 16.
Keith Kirkwood started to work his way into the rotation midway through his rookie season. Undrafted out of Temple, had his first catch against the Cincinnati Bengals, and really came on in the late season. A couple of touchdowns in the regular season, and one more for good measure in the playoffs. Keith Kirkwood's future is bright.
And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
Hey, break it down, fellas. Break it down.
Following the penalty, it's Murray. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Check 24. Check 24.
Now they'll run. Murray. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Get him, boy. Get him, boy.
It's now 3rd and goal.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Keep it up, guys. 12.
Breeze now on 3rd and goal. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Williams on for the field goal. A 19-yard attempt.
And Lutz puts this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. Just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come.